Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Prekas Academy. So, today I'm your tutor for maths, and today we are gonna do certain questions on lines and angles. ठीक है, हम लोग आज पूरे lecture में we are gonna do certain questions on lines and angles. ठीक है, the main aim for today is to do questions to make you very clear with all the questions. ठीक है, and we are also gonna continue with the chapter. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा we'll continue, but first of all we'll start with certain questions on the lines and angles chapter. ठीक है, and these questions are pretty easy. ठीक है, but for the beginners, like अभी आप लोग you are beginners, so for you I will actually tell you how to approach the questions. ठीक है, and almost all the questions they are solved with just basic knowledge. जितनी मैंने अभी आपको नॉलेज दी है उससे आपके क्वेश्चन मैक्सिमम क्वेश्चंस ऑफ दिस चैप्टर विल गेट सॉल्व्ड. ठीक है, बट फर्दर वील डू सर्टेन मोर थ्योरम्स. ठीक है, सो दैट यू कैन एक्चुअली सॉल्व सर्टेन मोर क्वेश्चन, सर्टेन मोर कॉम्प्लेक्स क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, बट अभी के लिए वॉट एवर नॉलेज इन द प्रीवियस लेक्चर आई हैव टोल्ड यू दैट इज इनफ फॉर सॉल्विंग क्वेश्चंस टुडे व्हिच आई विल बी डूइंग. ठीक है, तो अगर आपने मेरा पुराना लेक्चर नहीं देखा है, please do check it out on our channel Prekas Academy. We have a playlist that is maths ki playlist. You can actually check out the lecture on this chapter which I have done yesterday itself. Okay, so let's just start. Okay, with the first question. Okay, so the first question is, now let me first make you revise. Okay, ki what was vertically opposite, what was intersecting lines. So for this diagram, okay, let's just see PQ intersects RS. If you can see, I told you if the two lines cut each other at a point which is O, these are intersecting lines. First thing, okay, to actually notice in this diagram, first thing is that the two lines, they are intersecting. The second thing is, because these are intersecting, there are vertically opposite pairs also in this. What are the vertically opposite pairs? POS, this angle, and ROQ, these are vertically opposite, and POR, this angle, and RSOQ, this angle, they are also vertically opposite. I hope that is very clear to you, and these concepts have to be very clear. Whenever जब भी डायग्राम तुम्हारे सामने आएगा, यू नीड टू फर्स्ट एनालाइज ऑल दीज सिचुएशंस. ठीक है, क्योंकि क्वेश्चंस जो है ना वो इसी से सॉल्व होते हैं. यू गॉट टू नो आफ्टर सीइंग द डायग्राम कि क्या मुझे इसमें वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट दिख रहा है, क्या मुझे इसमें एक स्ट्रेट लाइन दिख रहा है जिसका मैं सम 180 कर सकती हूँ, क्या मुझे इसमें इंटरसेक्टिंग लाइंस दिख रहे हैं, क्या मुझे इसमें पैरेलल लाइंस दिख रहे हैं. ऑल दीज हैव टू बी फर्स्ट एनालाइज्ड and then you have to start on with the solving. I hope this is clear to everybody. Let's just now start with the first question. हमने analyze कर लिया है diagram. ठीक है, that is the first thing you have to do always in math for the geometry kind of chapters. Alright. Now let us see. Lines PQ and RS intersect at a point O. This is what we have actually judged over here itself. ये question ने बता दिया already. If the ratio of POR, what is POR? POR is this angle, ठीक है, and ROQ is this angle, ठीक है. This is 5:7. I hope the ratio and proportion thing is clear. So this is basically the ratio that is given to us. Find the measure of all the angles formed at the point of intersection. Now, let's just do it stepwise. पहले we'll analyze, ठीक है, and we'll solve it together. हम लोग एक्चुअली सॉल्व टुगेदर करेंगे. यू विल एक्चुअली फाइंड आउट कि कितना सिंपल होता है टू एक्चुअली एनालाइज. लेट्स जस्ट सी फर्स्ट व्हाट दे हैव रिटन इज एंगल POR. व्हाट इज एंगल POR? दिस इज द एंगल. लेट मी राइट इट एज x, बिकॉज ना ऐसे इट बिकम्स इजी टू एक्चुअली पुट इट एज वेरिएबल्स. कभी भी कोई भी एंगल वो देते हैं ना, जस्ट राइट इट एज वेरिएबल्स, बिकॉज वेरिएबल से ना सॉल्व करना इजी हो जाता है. सो POR, लेट मी राइट इट एज x. ओके, आई हैव ROQ. ROQ, let us write it as Z. You can write Y also. मेरे दिमाग में Z आ गया. I have written Z. Is it clear? Oh. First, let me see कि क्या मैं इसमें कोई relation निकाल पा रही हूँ. Are X and Z vertically opposite? No. are x and z lying on a straight line? क्या हम straight line पे देख सकते हैं इनको? Yes, very good. PQ पे, if we see PQ पे these angles, they actually make a sum of 180 degree. Okay. So first thing what we have analyzed is x plus z is 180 degree. Okay, this is something which is actually a very kind of a thing that is actually will solve our question. ठीक है? अच्छा, x and z. Okay. Now can we write 5 and 7 because ratio दिया हुआ है, so we can write it as 5x as my angle POQ, POR, and 7x as ROQ. I'm so sorry. Can I write it as this? Because ratio को तो हम ऐसा लिख सकते हैं. Okay, let's substitute over here. Angle x की जगह we'll write 5x, z की जगह we'll write 7x, and we'll just write it as 180. ठीक है? This becomes 12x is 180. Yes, I'm just solving it for you. ठीक है? X will come out to be, I guess, let me just see. It will come out to be 15. Alright, I'm just solving it. So this is 15. I've actually written the solution. मैं आपको बस stepwise समझा रही हूँ कि how do we actually do this. ठीक है? Okay. X we have got as 15. Now, if I've got X, can I find angle POR? ये angle मैं find out कर सकती हूँ. How? 5 into X, that is 15. ठीक है? And this can be written as 7 into 15. So what we have got? We have actually got POR and ROQ. I'm not solving. I'm just telling you how to solve. ठीक है? मैं math solve नहीं कर रही हूँ. I'm just telling you how to approach the question. ठीक है? ये multiplication and all can be done. This is really easy. But जो आपको actually समझना है, this is actually 75. ठीक है ना? This is 75 degree and this is 85. Right? This is very easy. This you can actually do it by yourself. But the thing is how to analyze the question, how to approach the question. ठीक है? Now, can I see certain vertically opposite angles? क्या मैं देख सकती हूँ? POR and SOQ. Are they vertically opposite? Yes. So can I write it as X also? Okay, because vertically opposite angles are equal. Yesterday I told you, I did a theorem with you all that vertically opposite angles are equal. So we'll actually place that theorem over here. I hope this is clear. POS and ROQ, they are also equal. They are vertically opposite. Yes. So my POS can also be written as Z. अच्छा, so that means मेरे पास angle POS भी आ चुका है. What is that? That is Z. And what is Z? Z is 7x. Yes, मैंने Z को 7x लिया था. So that is 85 degree. And my next angle was SOQ or QOS, whatever. QOS, let me write it as QS. This is equal to X, and X was basically POR. POR is 5x. 5x is 75 degree. So this is come out to be 7. We have actually found out all the angles just by using what? Two concepts. One concept that was straight line ka concept. That angles lying on a straight line, they add up to give us 180 degree. And the second concept, vertically opposite angles are equal. The two concepts से हमने पूरा question solve कर लिया, and this is what we have learned till now. I wanted to tell you कि कितने कम concepts are used to actually solve certain questions. I'm not saying कि सारे question ऐसे ही solve हो जाएंगे. There are certain more concepts, certain slightly more concepts that you have to learn for solving all the questions of your NCERT. But maximum questions of your first exercise can be solved by just knowing what I've actually told you till now. Alright, let's just go further. Okay. Now, the second question. What does this question state? First of all, let us look at the diagram because they have given us diagram. So, let's just see for the diagram. First of all, I can see a line POQ. So, it's a straight line. So, whatever angles are there on a straight line which make a straight line, they all add up to give 180. The first and the foremost analyzation of this diagram. The second analyzation. We can see POR and SOR to be equal. ठीक है, ये दोनों equal दिए हुए हैं. Whenever there is a double line, ठीक है, ऐसे करके they are equal. Okay. And SOT and TOQ, they are आपस में equal. Okay, because there is a straight line, right? So they both are equal. Okay, we can actually see this. Okay, let's just read the question कि क्या हमने जो सोचा है, क्या हमने जो इस डायग्राम में एनालाइज किया है, is what question says. Okay, let's just see. The question says, in the figure, ray OS lies on a straight line POQ. Ray OS lies on a straight line POQ. That's right. Ray OR is the angle bisector of POS. What is angle bisector? Look here. यहाँ तो इन्होंने डायग्राम में वैसे सिंपली दिया हुआ है, but generally in exams you will not be given this. Angle bisector सिर्फ क्वेश्चन में लिखा जाएगा. You will have to analyze what is angle bisector. I will tell you what is angle bisector, and this concept has to be set here. Okay. Ray OR is angle bisector of POS. What does this mean? मतलब ये जो OR है ना, ये angle POS को, this angle POS, this OR divides it equally. What does this mean? मतलब POR is equal to RS. Angle bisector का मतलब होता है OR is the angle bisector. That means ये पूरे angle को, the पूरा angle where you can see my cursor is actually being divided in half. ठीक है, angle bisector का ये मतलब. So they have actually drawn it for you over here. And ray OT is angle bisector of SOQ. SOQ is this angle. Yes, this angle, this complete angle, and this OT that divides it into half. Angle bisector matlab this divides the angle into half. That means this is equal to this. I hope this concept is clear to everybody. Let me write it as a straight line because ये दोनों equal है and these two are equal. I hope this concept is clear to everybody over here. ठीक है? अच्छा, अब we have been given that POS angle is X. Okay. Now let me just erase this because then you will have actually a lot of confusion. ठीक है? Okay. Now we have been given POS as X. What is POS? POS, let me just draw it out for you. This angle is said to be X. ठीक है? We have to find ROT. ठीक है? ROT find करना है हमें. This angle has to be found. This. I hope this is clear कि हमें क्या find out करना है, क्या given है. Okay. Now, as my POS is given X, can I say my angle POR is X by 2? Yes. Why? Because I told you that POR and SOR are equal. And if I see POS make an angle that is equal to a sum of POR and ROS. So POR can be half of POS. Yes, POR is half of, this is half of angle ROS, this POS, half of angle POS, POR is half of angle POS, so I have written X by 2. I hope this concept is clear. Now, I can also write SOR as X by 2. Yes, that is the same thing, half of POS. Okay. So, we have found out POR, this angle, and we have found out this angle. I hope this is clear. Now we are going to find SOT, SOQ, TOQ, all these angles. How we are going to find? I just told you that these angles, they lie on a straight line, so इसका sum would be 180. Let's just write it out like that. So my angle POS and plus my angle SOQ, that is 180 degree. Yes, POS is given to be X. So my SOQ will be what? This is just a simple math. SOQ will be 180 minus X. I hope this concept is clear. Yes? Okay. Now SOQ is 180. Now I can also see SOQ को TO divides angle bisector है वो. That means my this angle and this angle are equal. Can I write angle as Z? Yes. So Z क्या होगा? Angle Z. Angle Z. Z मैंने किसको denote किया है as SOT. This is what? This is half of angle SOQ. Yes. What is angle SOQ? Half of 180 degree minus X. Can I write this as 90 minus X by 2? Yes. So I have found out SOT. ठीक है. And similarly, I can also write my angle TOQ as same 90 minus x by 2. Yes. Now I have to find out ROT. Okay. Let's just write ROT. अच्छा, ये किस किस एंगल से बन रहा है? Let's just see. It is formed by angle ROS. Yes, ROS. This is formed out by ROS and SOT. Yes. Can you look at the diagram? ROS and SOT के एडिशन से ये ROT पूरा एंगल बनता है. Okay. ROS. Do we have ROS? ROS की वैल्यू है हमारे पास? Yes, we have over here. Yes. As you can see over here, we have ROS की value is x by 2. Okay. Let's just substitute it over here. Okay, इसको substitute कर देते हैं यहाँ पे as x by 2. And do we have SOT का angle? Yes, we have SOT का angle as 90 minus x by 2. Let's just write it out, 90 minus x by 2. Okay. Let's just add it out. क्या आया? Our angle ROT has been found. I hope this concept is clear to each one. मैंने ROT एंगल निकाल लिया इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, दैट इज 90. मैंने क्या किया? व्हाट हैव आई डन बेसिकली? मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया. मैंने जस्ट ये देखा दैट आई हैव गॉट एंगल बाइसेक्टर्स, आई हैव यूज्ड द कांसेप्ट ऑफ एंगल बाइसेक्टर्स एंड आई हैव यूज्ड द कांसेप्ट ऑफ स्ट्रेट लाइन. ठीक है, एंगल्स लाइंग ऑन अ स्ट्रेट लाइन एड अप टू 1. These are the two concepts that I have used in this question and this question is dead. Am I clear? ये question हमने बिल्कुल dead कर दिया with all these concepts. I hope all these concepts are really clear and you have to practice with me because ये questions दिखते easy हैं, you know, you find it out easy, but when you actually start solving it, कहीं ना कहीं फंसने लगते हैं. You have to solve it with me, all right? Let's just go further. Now this is one more question which I have actually taken out today. Let's just see what is the question. First, let us see the diagram. What is the diagram? Diagram is just we have certain lines that are intersecting. ठीक है, कुछ lines हैं हमारे पास which are intersecting and they are intersecting at O. ठीक है, we can just see this much. हम बहुत ज़्यादा analyze नहीं कर सकते. Let's just read the question. ठीक है, तो we have a diagram. Lines AB and CD intersect at O. As we can see, AB and CD they intersect at O. It is given that angle AOC and BOE add up to 180. Angle AOC and this angle and BOD. I'm just writing it down so that आपको confusion ना हो. Okay, angle AOC and BOD they add up to 180. ठीक है, and angle BOD with BOE. I'm so sorry. This angle AOC and BOE they are add up to 180 degree and this angle is given out to be 40. ठीक है, ये angle BOD is given out to be 40. Now let's just solve this. ठीक है, हमें सबसे पहले फाइंड आउट करना है एंगल BOE एंड वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द रिफ्लेक्स एंगल COE. व्हाट डज रिफ्लेक्स मीन? देखो, एक्यूट एंगल हो गया ये वाला COE, रिफ्लेक्स एंगल हो गया ये. ठीक है, सो वी हैव टू एक्चुअली फाइंड आउट दिस. ठीक है, लेट्स जस्ट फर्स्ट फाइंड आउट रिफ्लेक्स COE बिकॉज ही इजियर है फाइंड आउट करना. बिकॉज ऑब्वियसली इफ यू कैन सी, अगर मेरे को एंगल COE का एक्यूट एंगल मिल गया, आई कैन एक्चुअली राइट इट एज रिफ्लेक्स. क्या होगा उसका? दैट विल बी 360 माइनस दिस एंगल. आई होप दिस इज क्लियर. 360 माइनस द डबल टिक एंगल कैन बी एक्चुअली रिफ्लेक्स एंगल ऑफ COE. मेरे को बस यही अभी सॉल्व करना है. लेट्स जस्ट सी कैसे. ठीक है, सो लेट्स जस्ट स्टार्ट विद दिस. ठीक है, वी हैव बीन गिवन दीस टू क्वेश्चंस. ठीक है, हम लोगों को ये दो चीजें दी हुई हैं एंड दिस हैव टू बी एक्चुअली रिटन व्हाइल यू एक्चुअली डू द सॉल्यूशन इन योर एग्जाम आल्सो. यू हैव टू राइट इट व्हाट इज गिवन, व्हाट हैज टू बी टेकन अप. ठीक है, पूरा लिखना होता है बिकॉज दैट एक्चुअली हैज मार्क्स. पूरे मार्क्स होते हैं, स्टेप वाइज मार्किंग होती है फॉर ऑल द ज्योमेट्री काइंड ऑफ चैप्टर्स. तो इसीलिए ये सब पॉइंट्स लिखना बहुत जरूरी है. ओके, लेट्स जस्ट स्टार्ट आउट. अब हमें दिख रहा है, लेट मी जस्ट इरेज ऑल ऑफ दिस. ठीक है, बिकॉज दिस एक्चुअली प्लेज आउट ऑफ अ लॉट ऑफ कंफ्यूजन. सो सबसे पहले वी हैव बीन गिवन ऑल दीज पॉइंट्स. ठीक है, एंड आई कैन सी दैट AOC एंगल, COE angle and BOE angle they add up to 180. I hope this is clear. मैंने यहाँ पे सामने डायग्राम बनाया and I have written that AOC, COE and BOE the angle add up to 180 because it is a straight line. Yes. So इसमें क्या हुआ? AOC and BOE they are already add up. There it is given कि इनको add up करके 70 डिग्री बनता है. तो अगर आप उनकी जगह 70 डिग्री लिखोगे तो COE angle will be 110. So I have got the acute angle COE as 110. ठीक है. So what will be this angle? Can anybody tell me? This angle is 360 minus 110. Yes. So मैंने बस वही solve किया है. I have written it as 360 minus 110, which is 250. I hope this is clear to everybody. Now we are going to find out the next angle, that is, I'll just erase all of this. Okay. This concept is clear, I hope. Yes. Now we'll solve the second part, that was we have to find BOE. Yes, we have to find this angle. Okay. Let's just start. ठीक है, कैसे करना है? सबसे पहले, if you see over here, I have this COE plus BOE plus my BOD. They add up to 180 degree. Again, they all lie in a straight line, so they add up to 180 degree. Yes, I've just written it that. Same thing I've written over here. That is COE, BOE and BOD add up to 180 degree because it is a straight line. What have I done? I have COE as 110 degree. Yes, the acute angle COE is 110 degree. BOE we have to find. BOD is already given as 40 degree and they add up to 180. Just do the simple maths, you will get BOE as. That is all. हमने दोनों क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर लिए हैं, रिफ्लेक्स ऑफ COE एंड एंगल BOE. I hope the concept is clear. Again, if you want me to revise, हमने कौन कौन से concept use करे in this question? The first concept that was used is straight line concept. Yes, straight line concept, that the angles lying on a straight line, they add up to 180. That is all. And second is whatever it is given. जो भी आपके क्वेश्चन में गिवन था, we have used all that stuff and we have actually killed the question. खत्म. Okay, just using two concepts. The second one is not even a concept, but it was given in the question, so we have used it. I hope the concept is clear. ठीक है. अब we are going to do a small theorem, and this is just the ending of this lecture. I hope everything was clear till now. Now this is just a small theorem. अब यहाँ से you will actually get to know a different aspect of parallel lines. ठीक है, अभी ये तो एक ही theorem है. There are many such theorems and I'll be covering it tomorrow. So please see tomorrow's lecture also. ठीक है. Okay. Now the lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. What does this mean? If I say that my line P and N, they are parallel to each other. If I say P and N, M, they are parallel to each other. ठीक है, अगर मैं कहती हूँ P and M are parallel, this is a symbol for parallel. ठीक है, ये जो मैंने symbol बनाया है, this is a symbol for parallel. And if I say M is parallel to N, as we can see, these two lines are also parallel to each other. Yes, this also concludes that P is parallel to N. This also concludes that P is parallel to N. मतलब we can see also. ठीक है, अगर हम कहते हैं कि P is parallel to M, ठीक है, and we say M is parallel to N, we can also see P is parallel to N. Yes, so this is what this theorem actually tells, and this is a very very important theorem. This is actually visible only कि दिख रहा है आपको in this diagram, but actually this theorem is very very important. ठीक है, अभी मैं आपको ना इसमें just to introduce and just to inquisitiveness आप में लाने के लिए I'll tell you there are certain alternative angles जिससे questions बहुत easily solve हो जाते हैं. ठीक है, corresponding angles, these all concepts we'll do tomorrow. ठीक है, and इससे मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी how to kill questions. ठीक है, these concepts are really important and these concepts are only used for parallel lines. That is why मैंने आज आपको introduce करा with this theorem and the parallel line. ठीक है, I hope today's lecture was very very clear to you. ठीक है, and we'll be continuing this parallel line ka theorem and further concepts on parallel lines tomorrow, and I'll tell you how to kill questions using that also. आज I hope you understood that whatever concepts I have told you, उनसे हम कितने सारे questions kill कर सकते हैं, how easy it is to actually solve. Solution looks like blunder, इतना बड़ा question, इतना बड़ा solution लगता है, but actually when you start solving it, it is actually very easy. So you can actually solve the questions just by knowing whatever concepts I've told you, and please practice all the questions today itself. ठीक है, पहले तो lecture के questions solve करना and then bring out your NCERT and solve those questions also. And please practice maths daily. Okay, so for today I'll take a leave. I hope today's lecture was clear to all of you, And if you have liked the session, please like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'll see you tomorrow. For today,